What's going on, everyone? I am Patrick the MPH, and this is a breakdown of the viral football video that I created. If you haven't seen it already, the link is in the description below, or it's in one of the top two corners of this video. But as of September 23rd, we are officially in the fall season, aka football season, aka flu season, aka holiday season. The list goes on, honestly. But with a big highlight on football, we shouldn't forget about the diseases and illnesses that are going around while the temperature goes down. The viral football video I made is about Viral Victor's head coach, Christopher Contagion, discussing the ups and downs of his current football season. Sprinkled in are some nods to Jim Mora Sr. He coached the Indianapolis Colts back in the day, and he had some very memorable post-game conference moments. Some of them were actually really funny. But his name was changed to Germ in the video instead of Jim, not in any way derogatory towards him, but because that's someone, a guy with the last name Contagion, will probably look up to, Christopher Contagion. Like, ooh, my idol is Germ. Contagion, Germ. There it is. But without further ado, let's go through the list of football players that I name dropped in that video. So first up is Aaron Rodgers. And in the video, he's called Alpha Rodgers, based on the first major variant of COVID-19.
And frankly, he's a bit outdated.
In a literal sense, COVID-19 has technically evolved away from the Alpha variant into Beta, Delta, and what's around now? Omicron. And speaking of Omicron, we've got quarterback Patrick Mahomes playing Patrick Mahomicron. Omicron is the biggest COVID-19 variant since its emergence in 2021. And it's also responsible for most cases and the creation of all these subvariants going around nowadays. Next up, we've got Creed Humphrey, offensive lineman. And in the video, he is called X double breed Humphrey. That's based on the subvariant of Omicron, XBB 1.5. XBB X double breed, which rhymes with Creed. I think I tried a little too hard on that one. But as of now, it looks like EG.5 is the most dominant subvariant in the United States, but XBB was definitely that subvariant. Next up, offensive lineman Brian Winters, who is Beta Winters, another variant of COVID-19, the Beta variant, which wasn't that common in the United States, but it was 50% more contagious than the Alpha variant when it emerged back in, what was it? Africa? Yeah, it was Africa. Next up, offensive lineman Christian Darrisaw. Am I saying that right? But in the video, he is Christian DARSV, another name that I probably stretched a bit too much, but DARSV is based on RSV, which is a very serious respiratory virus. Now we've got wide receiver Brashad Perriman, and in the video he is Brashad Pneumoniman. That's pneumonia, and pneumonia is a lung infection caused by bacteria, virus, or fungi that we might breathe in, and infects the air sacs in our lungs and cause lots of, fluid buildup and stuff like that. And despite it being fall season, you could actually get pneumonia any time of the year. Next up is running back Saquon Barkley. In the video, he's referred to as Saquon Sneezely. Sneezing isn't an actual disease or illness, it's just a symptom of a lot of these diseases here. Or not just these, but you get it. Next up is fullback Jacob Johnson. In the video, he is Jacob Junctivitis, which is short for conjunctivitis, which is pink eye. Now we've got offensive lineman Chris Lindstrom, aka Chris Lime. Coach Contagion has a comment about him blocking defensive linemen,
And frankly, he sticks on him like a tick.
Now, Lyme is supposed to be Lyme disease, which is a tick-borne illness. Now we've got offensive lineman Quentin Nelson. In the video, he is Quinorovirus Nelson. Oh my gosh. Norovirus is known as the stomach bug or stomach flu, usually spread through uncooked or unclean foods. With all these big gatherings taking place during the fall and winter, it's best to make sure that the cooks are actually cooking. And the most common symptoms are vomiting and diarrhea when it comes to norovirus. But speaking of diarrhea, next up we've got wide receiver Darius Slayton. In the video, Diarrheus Slayton. I won't go into the details of what diarrhea is, but it was pretty funny to say.
He played like crap.
That's what that smell was?
And I'm not trying to be funny.
Now we're gonna go through the other team players. So everyone that's not on the Viral Victors team. The only one mentioned on the Cough Syrup Supremes team, which is the team that the Viral Victors lost to at the very beginning, is cornerback Josh Hawkins, who plays Josh Hawkimodium. Now, Imodium is a brand name anti-diarrheal medicine, which is why Josh Hawkimodium was able to play so well against someone named Diarrhea Slayton. For the Public Health Force, which is the team that the Viral Victors are going to be playing next week, or in the fictional next week, we have Quinnen Williams. Now, Quinnen Williams, real player, but I kind of took his name into two different areas. So the first name is Nyquilin Williams, based on NyQuil, and the next one is Quinn 95 Williams, which is pretty much an N95 mask. Coach Contagion pointed out that there were false allegations against that player, and that's pretty much a reflection on the state of masking nowadays. Masking was a big thing during the peak of the COVID-19 pandemic, but nowadays it is a target of misinformation and politics. Moving on. Jamal Pierre Devere. Now, he's not actually based on any football players. It's just a made-up fictional character. But I made something up to kind of sound like the antiviral drug Molnupiravir, which is prescribed to treat COVID-19. And last, we've got Levante David. Now, he's an actual player. And his name was changed to Paxlevante David. And that's Paxlovid, another COVID-19 treatment. Those were all the players, medications, diseases, etc. that were mentioned in the viral football video. And that's honestly a lot to have in the back of your head during the fall season. But staying ready could look like this. Having over-the-counter medications stocked up in your home, making sure your food is cooked thoroughly at these events and gatherings, using insect repellent that works well against ticks that can spread diseases, having access to COVID-19 testing, whether that be at your local pharmacy or having at-home test kits ready at your house. Washing your hands, drinking plenty of water, wearing masks just in case you're sick and have to be around people, or vice versa. And lastly, seeing if you qualify for COVID-19 treatments. So, before this video ends, let me ask you this. What's your game plan? Are you ready to take down Coach Contagion and the Viral Victors this season? Because I think I am.
Y'all gonna put Lysol next to Coach Contagion?
I hope you enjoyed watching this breakdown video. Please support me if you can by liking this video, subscribing for more content, and commenting if you like this new format of having the video of the skit being separate from the breakdown. Because at first I would have them back to back for like one big video, but now both are kind of contained in their own way. Until then, subscribe, stay tuned, and I will see you all next time.